Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Episode 687 of the series. Ooh, what did I do here? Okay, this is what I did here. Episode 687, like I literally just said, for your... let's do dirt. For your... Thursday, May 17th, 2018. Oh, that's what I did. All right, I was confused. I'm like, who did this? I did this. I remember now. The place upon which we decided to build our hidey hole was not structurally sound, so I had to structurally sound it. And the reason, by the way, this has all been mathematically worked out. The reason I decided to cover up the hidey hole door with dirt instead of cobblestone is if I were to die, I've never died in this world, but if I were to die and respawn in this bed and I had covered it with cobblestone, I wouldn't have any of my tools to dig myself out. I would have to beat down a cobblestone door with my fists. So dirt is the way to do it for Kurt, and west is the way we're going. A little bit confused there for a second, but west is the way we're going towards these far lands. Indeed. Here in Minecraft Beta 173. Did I press F? I feel like I pressed F. Ooh, and one. Did I? Oh, maybe it's just extra foggy today, Wolfie. But yeah, west here in Minecraft Beta 173, the old version, the only old version, the old version of Minecraft that actually includes the Farlands. In Beta 1.8 and onwards, there are no more Farlands. There's still the terrain jitter and effects like that, but the actual Farlands bug was removed. So it just generates normal terrain after 12.5 million blocks up to 30 million blocks. So that's why we've remained in here, and it's kind of become, even just hitting F to change the fog distance, it's kind of become a series, obviously about the Farlands, obviously about our charity fundraiser this season to Direct Relief, farlandsorbust.com. Keep donating. Much appreciated to all those who continue donating. We're currently at $15,186.51 towards our goal, as an aside. But the series is also kind of a nostalgic series. There's a lot of people playing Minecraft right now who don't know anything about these versions, and this is even like an advanced version. There's beds. There's beds. Remember when there weren't even beds? You just died and spawned at your original spawn and hope you didn't travel too far and forgot where you were at. There's beds that reset your spawn points. Even though those, when they first introduced those were a little bit buggy. Those didn't work all the time. And there's mass confusion about, well, when you reset your spawn at a bed, that means your compass will point at that new spawn point at your bed. No. The compass always points back to your original spawn point of where you load the game for the first time, or the map created the world for the first time. That is always the case. So yeah, little quirks and bobs and quarks and bibs and boobs. I'm sorry? Continuing on, like I said, we're raising money for Direct Relief. I mentioned in the last episode thinking about using the Tiltify system to make little mini milestones. I think I will definitely, probably before this episode goes up, but after I record this, I'll add at like the 50% marker, which would be $25,000, a little bit less than $10,000 from now. the Lego Saturn V build, because I've looked it up and they're actually still available. Because I don't think the space shuttle is available anymore. They just don't make those anymore, right? The space shuttle that I built back in season 3, season 4. But the Saturn V is still available, so I'll have to get my grubby mitts on a set of those, and then we'll build that for the 50%. And then I don't know. I don't know if my voice holds out, but I don't know if maybe at 75% the Kerbal Space Program goal, if y'all are good, maybe I'll add that one too. Just a little thing to keep the interest and the donations. Of course, the reason you should be donating is to support a great cause. That is direct relief. And also get us closer to the F3 point. Flobathon pressing F3 to see how far we've gone. Look at that majestic gray sheep. He's just perched, overlooking his domain. And now he's distracted. But yeah, farlandsbus.com is where you can learn all about that. I'm recording this, by the way. Oh, this is just a zoo. We got sheep, we got pigs, we got cows. I almost said moose. We got chickens. Pretty much every animal in the game. It is every animal in the game. Isn't it? I mean, except for wolves, I guess. Every non-hostile mob in the game, right? What am I forgetting? No, that's about it. Pigs, yeah, they're all there. Neat. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we're not recording this during a live stream. This is just you and me, YouTube and podcasting. Just you and me. We've got the place all to ourselves. Decided to take some time to do this. It's a little bit of a different dynamic, I feel. I can't tell if I feel more free. Certainly less distracted by a chat, but also I have less help if I have like a question or I'm not sure about the technicalities of something. But yeah, we're doing this one. We're doing this one not live for this episode. Getting back to our roots. Let's see here. We can always do this, and then this, and then this. Perfect. I was about to say something, and now I forgot. Oh, I've been, I'll talk about this on stream and stuff, but I've been, I've been doing a lot of stuff away from the computer. I actually did some stuff on the computer, that is to say, inside the computer. I replaced my water cooling unit for the CPU with an air cooling unit. I don't know, I'm pretty convinced. I was using one of those closed loops Corsair H100i GTX water coolers on my CPU. And when I first installed it, it seemed like it was doing a fine job indeed, but then its performance just degraded over the last few years. I'm convinced there was something wrong with it. I'm convinced there's something wrong with specifically like the contact between the contact plate and the CPU heat spreader. I was never confident in the way it attached. A lot of CPU heatsinks, at least Intel, there's like springs. There's springs on the brackets on the screws that mount to the CPU cooler threads, and the spring puts pressure and keeps a constant pressure on the cooler heatsink contact point to the CPU. No springs on the water cooler, which was a weird choice, and I always torqued it down. They always say, oh, just finger tight. You don't want to strip the threads or anything like that or crack the heat spreader. But it just never felt like a good of enough mating. I guess if I could like use a a space flight term, like when you're docking. That's a bad alignment, and you know, not a solid airtight mating between the two spacecraft. And I just feel like that was reflected in the performance I was getting. I mean, it was still cooling, but like on idle. No, on idle it was like 40. It was in the 40s. I never really saw it go below the 40 degrees Celsius. And then under load into the mid 70s and almost 80, which is flirting. Flirting with the safe temperatures for this particular CPU. I most got alarmed about it when I started using this computer, this newer computer that I'm gaming on for rendering, using Adobe Premiere and stuff. And it would, at times, when I was still overclocking, it got up to 90 degrees Celsius, and that's like, oh, it's going to shut down in a few degrees. So yeah, that was just concerning. But find out what we're at now with the air cooler in the morning. And that sounded kind of like clickbait, didn't it, Nis? You're already watching the episode. I'm assuming you're going to hang around for the next few minutes. But yeah, I switched from, and I did this live on, I tried out an Instagram live stream on Instagram stories, which worked out all right. People seemed to enjoy it. I just put my phone up on a tripod and pointed it at the computer case as I was fiddling around. But now with the air cooler, I got a Cooler Master Hyper 212 situation. I didn't go too fancy with any of those Nocturus, whatever the heck they're called. Pretty basic. But I attached that thing, and in the low 30 degrees Celsius is on idle, and I'm even seeing some dip into the high 20s. And even right now, while I'm recording this episode, in the low 40s, which is what I was on idle before. And I think when I streamed a couple times, even while I was streaming and playing video games, never got even into the 50s, I don't think, which is very excellent. And it's not any noisier. If anything, it seems quieter, just because the old liquid cooler, I had to turn up the fans to maximum in order to maintain good temperatures. So I'm pleased. I'm very pleased, but also disappointed. I mean, I got a good few years out of it, the water cooler, but a little bit disappointed in the performance. I thought I purchased a water cooler because it would be more efficient. It would be better at cooling, when in turn, the simple, after rebate, $20 air, fan cooler with heat spreaders and heat pipes and things is working much better. So let that be a lesson to you, kids. I don't think I actually learned anything here. Perhaps it would have worked great had I figured out if there was a mating problem. There's always mating problems, aren't there? But yeah, continuing on, we've got a lot of questions here from people who have donated, Farlanders who have donated to Direct Relief at farlandsbus.com. This one from Rat the Unloved. What moment in the run of Farlands or Bust or in your community has made you the most proud? Oh, proudness. My wee little children, making me so proud. That I've had this question before, and it's a tough one to answer. I mean, obviously the charity stuff, always the generosity blows me away. I might have to go back to just that first season where I set up that, I'm like, let's turn this into a charity and call it Farlands or Bust, and I'll try to raise $820. That should take a few months, right? I was a small channel, only had around 10, 15,000 subscribers at the time on YouTube. Maybe more, I don't remember. But, is this a... I don't think so. Oh no, that's just clay. All right, that was deceiving. We were deceived, Wolfie. Bamboozled, if you will. But that first, excuse me, I just ate lunch, so I'm a little bit lunchy in the bunchy. What? The that first season where we raised $820 in less than 5 days. It, I guess, I don't know if proud is the word for it. Just surprised and amazed, and that was probably the moment that I'm like, oh, this is actually bigger than I thought it could be. Uh, just taken off guard by it. So I think that, I mean, it's hard to recapture what that feeling was, but that was kind of a, oh, this is an actual thing we're doing here. Like it wasn't something I was doing with the plan of it being my job for the next 7 years, by all means. And I just thought I would try something different with the charity thing to keep it interesting. I didn't realize, I didn't expect, I had never experienced, I'd never really worked for or with or towards any sort of charitable or volunteer or anything like that. I've really never done that. It's just never in my repertoire, I guess. So that was like overwhelming. And then from there is kind of where, okay, well, in that case, let's go for $8,200, and we did that in a few months' time. And then it just kept spreading from there, I think. So yeah, let's that still is kind of one of those moments where a definite switch flipped, and there was the happiness switch. It was proud, excited switch, but also anxious and, oh my god, this is a thing. Why this is turning into a thing? I didn't expect this to turn into a thing. I'm just doing this for fun, and the rest is history. So thank you very much, Rat, for that donation in question. Nils asked, have you ever used the version feature in the Minecraft launcher to check out the earliest Minecraft versions? And in which version did you start playing? We kind of talked about this. Well, we're using the Minecraft launcher version switcher in order to run Minecraft Beta 173. I used to keep, before that was part of the Minecraft launcher feature, I used to keep a completely separate installation. And I still have that, just in case I need it. A completely separate installation of Minecraft Beta 173, separate from all my other Minecraft versions. But yeah, that's what we're using now to do Beta 173. And no, I really haven't gone back to earlier than this versions. Maybe I should. That would be a little trip. Oh, hey, look! It looks kind of like the season 6 F3 monument that we made in the crater, and it was a spirally crater with a spire of liquid hot magma. Neat. What version did I start playing? Oh, that was mid to late 2010. I know I was watching videos and heard people talking about it, so I tried the free online version, which was, what was that, like InfDev or whatever, where it was pretty much creative mode and a limited world size, and like, if you had water and you broke a wall, the water would like fill up the rest of the world up to that height. I don't remember what specific version that was, but there was like a free web version on the Mojang website. Ooh. Careful, Wolfie. And then from there I purchased it and started playing the actual... These are all those zombies over here. I think we're safe. But just in case. Hello. How are you? Oh, look at all this gravel fell from up there. Neat. Oh! This place is far more dangerous than I had anticipated. Careful, Wolfie. Yeah, but I don't remember when I purchased it and started playing it. It like I said, there weren't beds. I don't think there was a compass yet. It might have been before the Nether too, because I distinctly remember still playing and then also watching X's adventures in Minecraft when he started up his series again when they added Nether, and he went to the Nether and kept getting killed over and over again. Spoiler alert, by zombie pigmen, because at that time they were always angry at you. And I remember being like, oh, I don't want to go there. And then I remember the first time I did go to the Nether, I created a pyramid monument to place my Nether portal on, and ever since then I keep doing that. Because it was like, ooh, it was a huge big thing, the Nether. Ooh, it's a spooky, dangerous place. So yeah, I don't specifically remember when I started playing, what version. But yeah, there definitely weren't compasses. There weren't beds, because I remember traveling far, far away, building a castle, dying, and then not being able to find that castle for many, many more days. I ended up like building a whole new house. I'm like, well, that castle's gone forever. It's out there on the horizon. And by some random happenstance, I found it. I'm like, this is where I died and lost all my stuff. And then I connected the two. We've visited my first, I still have my first Minecraft world. We've visited that a few times on stream and videos and stuff. Indeed. Thank you very much for that question and donation. Let's get some more done here in the morning. And a morningness. Speaking of morningness. Oh, I don't think this boat's gonna work. It's not gonna get us very far. Speaking of the morning, Dravere has a question. What makes you get up in the morning? What motivates you to get out of the warm bed and free yourself from the darkness and sorrow that one's overcome in the morning? The darkness and sorrow? How do you overcome the destruction of the sweet dreams and get the energy to step out into the cold room and start your day? Well, I keep my room at a comfortable temperature, first of all. Lately, what makes me get up in the morning is a 35-pound Australian cattle dog who likes to jump on me to wake me up if she's sleeping in the room, Juno. A lot of times I'll just put her in her. She goes into her crate willingly, very excitedly. She almost seems disappointed when I'm like, no, come sleep in your bed upstairs. But yeah, the crate is downstairs in the dining kitchen room area. But I have a separate bed for her up in my bedroom. But she welcomes herself onto the bed. And yeah, a couple times she jumped right on my face. And if you're a cat owner, you're familiar with a cat jumping on your face or sitting on your face in the morning. A 35-pound dog with very rough foot pads and nails jumping on your face is not a comfortable thing. She does not know her weight and strength and how delicate the skin and other features around my face are. So I've got some good scratches and pokes in the eyes at times. But yeah, that she'll get me up pretty early, like 7 a.m. or something like that. I'm sometimes able to turn over and kind of leave her be, and she'll leave me be for a little bit longer, but that's what normally gets me up in the morning. But also recently I've just been getting up. I've been getting up earlier than my alarm, which I set for like 8:30 a.m. or something like that, but a lot earlier than my alarm. And I thought that might have been my medication, so I reduced my medication a bit, and that sort of helped. But yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. My bedroom faces east, so the sun, even though I have blackout curtains, the sun brightens up the room. I fell out. That's fine. We're here. I accidentally right-clicked. So yeah, no, I don't know that I have all of this darkness and sorrow to overcome in the morning. Yeah, there's certainly some dreams or whatever that you're like, oh, I was on the space shuttle. That would have been a cool one to continue. But yeah, right now it's all there's not much to keep me in the bed, I guess. And woo, look at this plains. Plainsy area. Wolfie? You're probably gonna jump right off the top. Oh, yeah, well done. No. Keep using the stairs. Use the stairs. Well done. Look at that. Well done, sir. Usually I would have anticipated him just falling right off the top. Magnificent desolation here. Interesting. But yeah, that's how I start my day. I also look forward to breakfast. I enjoy the breakfast. For breakfast. No, I enjoy the breakfast. So there's times where at night I'm putting away stuff from dinner or, you know, getting ready for bed, and I'm just like, can't wait to have breakfast in the morning and coffee and my oatmeal. I know, and I found this pumpkin granola to put on my oatmeal, and it tastes good. Breakfast. I'm shaking my shoulders like I'm excited, in case you're wondering what that was. Breakfast is good. I've reached a point in my life where I'll take a nice breakfast at a cafe, a breakfast place, over a fancy steak restaurant or, you know, XYZ dinner restaurant that, you know, I enjoy steak. I enjoy, you know, a big burger or something like that at a bar, restaurant, or whatever. But breakfast is where it's at. If it was more socially acceptable to go out for breakfast more frequently than dinner to a restaurant, then I'd be all about that. Although it's probably not as healthy. There's a lot of grease and bacon and salt and stuff. Pretty much anywhere you go out to eat, but breakfast particularly so can be a greasy affair. Now you got me thinking about breakfast. dang, Dravir. Let's see here. I guess similarly, Doc Gratis. Some people seem to love sleeping. And some people have the correct opinion. Oh, Doc Gratis. What are you, some sort of doctor? Have the correct opinion that it is a necessary function. How do you feel about it? If medical science had a pill, totally safe and no side effects, that would let you get by on 2 hours of sleep a night, would you want it? Totally hypothetical. I don't have it. Sure, Doc Gratis, if that is your real name and title and qualification denotion. Wolves. No, we talk a lot about sleep and dreams and sleep paralysis. I think it's an interesting function. There's there's a, I don't know if it's a comedian or somebody where like they talk about having to explain to like an alien or just anybody unaware that everybody in the world as humans, we don't seem to freak out at the fact that every day for about 8 hours at a time, it's completely normal to fall completely unconscious and hallucinate and then wake up and continue with your life as if that didn't just happen. That's just a totally normal function of biology, and it's totally just acceptable. Right? That's it. When you look at it that way, it's weird. But I think it's kind of cool. I think it's dreams. I feel like even if physically there was a way to stop your body from needing sleep, your body and your brain from needing sleep, I do feel like psychologically that would, not having dreams certainly serve a function of processing memories, putting them into long-term or short-term storage or whatever, sort of RAM versus ROM equivalent I could make between that. I think psychologically, you would probably miss dreaming. Almost kind of the question about like immortality. Like if you're immortal, then what is your biological purpose? Like you kind of miss that purpose, that survival drive. Or would you? I don't know. that's I'm sure it depends on the person and the context. Woof. But no, I don't know. I mean, there's certainly times where I feel like there aren't enough hours in the day, and I'd like to get more done. But I don't know that I would want to only sleep for 2 hours a night. Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's okay to both like sleeping and think it's a necessary function. I don't know. I don't like love sleeping. I'm not like I never nap. That's something that is difficult for me to do, is to nap, unless I'm like sick or take something or whatever. Unless I'm on the drugs. No, I don't ever nap. I can't unless it's got. I'm pretty particular to darkness. Darkness. Speaking of which, I need, which is why I've got the blackout curtains and whatnot. I need darkness. Quiet also helps. I'm sure the science is still out on whether or not like white noise helps me or not. I feel like in a lot of occasions, if it is continuous white noise, it helps. My problem is all like the fans, all the fans and, white noise creating machines aren't completely perfect. So there's always like a little warble or a slight rhythm that drips into my brain like water torture, and that prevents me from sleeping. Even if it's just a little bit. Whoa! Okay, there goes that. Gotta make a new pick. So yeah, I think that's my problem with white noise, is that it's not white noise enough. It's not consistent enough, and my brain latches on to the inconsistency, the imperfection, I guess. But no, I'm cool with sleep. I got nothing against the old unconscious times every day. So yeah, we had a few consistent thematic questions we got through today here in episode 687. I do appreciate you watching or listening. To remind everybody, it is available as a podcast. Link in the video description below. Vice versa, if you're listening to this on the podcast, it's available as a YouTube series. Did you know? So yeah, farlandsbus.com. Keep donating to Direct Relief. When we raise $25,000, I'll build that Lego Saturn V. And of course, our goal is $50,000. When we reach that, finally press F3 to see how far we've walked over the past 7+ years. Woof! My name is Kurt. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. And 1. Did I?